Hey guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video, and today I'm going to be giving you the SBC analysis for the new Future Stars SBC Weston Mckennie from Schalke. The American getting himself quite a nice upgrade. I do believe he actually already has one in form in FIFA 20 at like 81 or 82 rated or something, and now he's been given this Future Stars card. I'm sure there's quite a few Americans obviously happy with this one. He's one of America's real hot prospects obviously for the years to come, and I mean, this card looks genuinely amazing, kind of like a baby Hullet if anything, to be honest, maybe even like a baby Vieira or something like that as well. 2 seconds to his SBC. I won't be completing his SBC because although I've got like a decent amount of coins in the club at the moment, I'd rather save that to buy Future Stars off the market, like the Dominguez review that I did, like the Mason Mount I did yesterday as well. I'm going to do like the SBCs for Future Stars that I want to do, that I have a reason to actually use. Mckennie, I'd use him for 4 games and never again, and his SBC is like about 130k or something like that, so hopefully you do understand with that one. Having said that, he looks a fantastic card. Back-to-back days of Bundesliga SBCs. Obviously yesterday we had the player moments Alphonso Davies SBC, and today coming in with Mckennie, of course the US CDM. So to complete this SBC, in the first one, it's an 83 rated with 1 Team of the Week and a Bundesliga player with also high chemistry rating, and then an 85 rated squad with 70 chemistry. So the 85 rated team in general will come in at about 100,000 coins already, and then the 83 rated team with 1 in form maybe like about 40,000 or something. So look at about 130 to 140,000 coins to complete this SBC, and in packs in return as well, you get a small prime gold players pack and a prime Electrum players pack as well. I actually thought that was a rare Electrum players pack. I'm sure EA have changed that, you know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought when I was looking on the mobile app before, it said a rare Electrum players pack to complete this part of the SBC. But even so, you know, the small prime gold players pack's a decent pack to get, and even the prime Electrum pack isn't too bad either. So 2 decent packs in return, obviously both tradable as well, and you're getting an amazing card. Having said that, there's a lot of other really good CDMs from the Bundesliga, which we'll look at in a second. But let's have a look at this card to start off. I mean, 3-star week for 3-star skill moves. That's okay. You know, I have been very critical of week 4 recently on a lot of cards in particular, but that's mainly for cards that are like as a cam or as a striker. You're not going to use this Mckennie as a cam or a striker. You're going to either use him as a CDM or as a central midfielder. I think he works well in either of those positions. Good height, very good height as well from midfielder, which I'm very happy with. Skill moves is fine for a central midfield player as well, which is all good. And getting into his in-game stats, he has got some nice stats. I mean, you know, nice pace for a CDM, amazing positioning and shot power at long shots as well. To be able to drive the ball in from long distance will be pretty fun. Great short passing, really good vision as well. It would be nice, I think, if you are going to use him in either a centre mid or CDM position, to increase that long passing a little bit more, because 80 isn't the best. It's okay, but it's not great. But I'd obviously recommend something like maybe the Maestro Chem style, or I think the Engine increases his passing as well, maybe, I can't remember, but yeah, something to get that long passing up. And then dribbling wise, agility and balance isn't too bad for a central midfielder. Great reactions and ball control and dribbling as well. Composure, I think, could be better, being a little bit higher, but it's not the end of the world as well. And then look at his defense stats. I mean, amazing heading accuracy, and you know, is really good heading and jumping with a decent height as well. It means he's going to win a lot of aerial challenges, which is very important for a central midfielder. That's something like, you know, that Ruud Hullet can do. That's something that Patrick Vieira can do, and that's something that I reckon this Mckennie card can also do as well, which is fantastic. Amazing strength and aggression as well, means he's going to be able to bully opposition players off the ball, and really in general good defense. That's, I mean, amazing defensive awareness, good interceptions, really nice stand tackle and start tackle as well. It is a fantastic card. Having said that, there are other amazing CDMs from the Bundesliga as well. Let me show you. So if you look at CDMs, these are just some of the cards I picked out here. So you got 87 rated Inform Kimmich. I don't know what he goes for exactly in the market. You got Thiago here, which I believe is also an Inform. This, the Straight cards from Cologne, is a milestone card that you can earn for free, and obviously will be upgradable once EA eventually decide to release like the way we can actually upgrade these cards. We still don't know how we can upgrade them. We're waiting to find out. Hopefully it will be soon. And then you got Delaney as well. Now, if you've already unlocked this Vestet cards, you could still do Mckennie if you're looking for another central midfielder, but as a CDM, if you've already got this card, you don't really need Mckennie. Yes, you could also play Mckennie as a centre midfielder as well. I think he'd work there, but I think his best position probably would be a CDM, but judging on the stats that he does have. You know, if you look at other centre midfielders from the Bundesliga, I'll have a quick look at them now. There's obviously going to be, once again, a lot of other really good players from the Bundesliga that work well as box-to-box midfielders. The thing is, I think McKenzie's fine in everything. I think maybe his shooting, although he's got good long-distance shooting, his finishing in general doesn't seem to be the best. And with the central midfielders, again, you've got Thiago, got that Tolisso card, which is a good card. Goretzka's a fantastic midfielder as well. But actually, there seems to be better Bundesliga CDMs than central midfield cards. So I think McKenzie, actually, obviously there's his inform as well that he did have. And even that inform card's pretty decent as well. That he did pick up there quite a few months ago, I think, towards the start of the game. But to be honest, I think there's actually not that many amazing Bundesliga central midfielders. There's a lot of amazing CDMs, but not centre mids. I think as a centre mid, I think he would work pretty well in that position. I think as a CDM, I reviewed Delaney and I did like him. I thought he was a good card and obviously is upgradable. You know, Dortmund are all of a sudden going on a really good run. Obviously with Haaland and Sancho doing bits for them, and I think Delaney can get upgrades through that. Obviously this card is a card that you can get for free. You know, good nation, good league, and will be upgradable at some point. We don't know. Maybe you could take him up to a 90 rated card or whatever. Who knows? I think this card from Cologne has the potential to go up to be the highest rated CDM in the Bundesliga until like team of the season, depending on when actually we can start to upgrade this card. Yes, it takes time to be able to grind to unlock him, but you can get him for free, and he's relatively easy linkable into a team. And if you compare him between McKenzie, on the whole, he's got a very, very similar card to him. He's got better pace, better passing. Yes, his defense and physical are a bit lower. His dribbling's relatively similar, and his shooting obviously isn't quite good. But if you're going to be playing him as a CDM, shooting doesn't really matter, because how often are you going to be able to have chances on goal with a CDM position? Not that often, but on the whole, this McKenzie card, he does look very good. I think if you can get him for under 100,000 coins, I think that would be a very, very good price for him. But I think if you've already, I think it's definitely his best position would be a CDM. I think as a centre mid, he can also work there as well, but I think you get the best out of him. With his stats and stuff, he's geared toward being best usable as a CDM card. That's just my personal opinion, but I think he'd be alright as a centre mid as well. I think he'd actually be very, very good in that position, especially with like a counter that increases his finishing, gets that long passing up and stuff like that as well. But if you've already got this card and you're in him as a CDM, I wouldn't really replace him. Even if you've got like Delaney as well, I don't think there's any need to go out and do this McKenzie card at the same time. But on the whole, I do think he looks a very, very good card. I think for his price, you can link him in with that player of the month Harris as well from Schalke, that 86 rated card or whatever. Lewandowski there as well, that Bayern Munich player of the month card as well. Tolisso as a CDM, I completely forgot about that card actually. He's also, obviously a really awesome card, but on the whole, yeah, I can understand people wanting this SBC, especially if they're American and stuff like that, or a Schalke fan. I think he looks pretty decent value for money, an 85 rated squad and an 83 rated squad with 1 inform. Decent packs in return as well. I do think he does look a good card. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.